also the same garden. And then that's 5 institutions under Chinese Academy of Sciences. And also there's a number of laboratory institutions and also provincial institute of botany. And a number of botanical gardens also have research project. Now here, for example, the Shenzhen, Fairy Lake Botanical Garden, Shenzhen. You know Shenzhen? Yeah, 30 years ago it was a small town, but now it's a huge city. 13 million people also. Now here, oh sorry. They have a collection of cycads. That's one of the largest in the world. And it is a new botanical garden, Shanghai. Chengshan Botanical Garden, that's new, only several years. Now it's the garden, part of the garden. And also, that's the Sunyang Botanical Garden, Nanjing, Jiangsu Province. Or you can say that's the Institute of Botany, Jiangsu. Then the last topic, prospects of botany. Now, our task is, I suppose, inventory of plant diversity and the taxonomical revision of difficult groups. You know, I said in China about 31 sound species, but is it an exact number of species? Professor Marble, you know, it's not exactly. Some difficult group perhaps have a different point of view about the number. So we should, for the difficult group, we should have taxonomic revision. And then the E-flora and the DNA barcoding. The E-flora, you see, flora we have so big, very heavy. So it's, we couldn't take flora to the field, and so we should have E-flora. Now, it's going on in China, and also barcoding, DNA barcoding, the quick identification, promote quick identification. That's for people use. And then conservation of plant diversity. Now first, we should know the number and the state of endangered and threatened plants. According to my calculation and some other professors' calculation, we have about 3,000 and 4,000 endangered or threatened species. But we don't know exact number, precise number we don't have. So we should know their number and status. And also we should development conservation biology, conservation genetics. So we should work out the conservation strategy and management of natural reserve. The natural reserve now is, we say, as I mentioned, it's not a rational distribution. We should go that go, and also management of natural reserve should improve, much improved. And then I talked the bright future of botany in China. Now we see, 10 years ago, or even 15 years ago, or in last 10 years, the government officers or some professor emphasize SCI paper, emphasize IF, that's impact impact factor. That's the figure. If you publish a paper, 10 points, then I published the paper, 2 papers, only 3 points. Then the officer said, you are much better than I am. That's unfair. So that's not good for promotion, for development of science. So now, China has gone that way. Relatively rational assessment of scientific work. Different field, different discipline should have different standard, different assessment. So that's good for promotion, good for scientific development. And then personal resources. In China, the salary is still much lower than Australia. So we can employ many botanists or scientists. For example, in our institute, there are 60 group, 60 PI means head of the group, research group, and research staff member, but 200. So perhaps that's, and in graduate student, another 500. That's very big. So personnel resources, that's very good. And in our funding increasing, much increase. You know, for example, National Science Foundation of China, when it was established 25 years ago, the budget only 80 million. But now, last year budget is 18 billion. 300 times more, only 25 years. So that's why we can get a grant much easier and much more, much more. Flora of Pan-Himalaya. Now, first characteristic of the region and the outstanding feature of the flora, working plan and international project. Now, that's Pan-Himalaya area. I will give you exact. That's the flora of Pan-Himalaya covered area. Here, for example, Nepal, from this point, altitude 50 meters. But here, the border with China, you know, very famous, 8,848 meters. So that's the roof here. That's the roof of the world. And also the tower, water tower of the world, East Asia. You see, Indian River, Yangtze, Brahmaputra River, Salween, Mekong, Yangtze River, and Yellow River, also, all 6 very big rivers come this area. So that's called World Water Tower. So that's, and you see, so it's a roof of the world, water tower of Asia, and very unique topography. This area is very natural geographical unit. So we just about 20,000 and 25,000, perhaps a little bit more than the species number of Australia, nearly the same. But the land is much smaller. So here you see 1, 2, 3 hotspots in this area. So particularly, there are many alpine plants. I think it is richest area in the world. For example, pedicularis, in the world only 600, but this area, 368, you see. And the rhododendron, in the world about 1,000, but this area, 342. And also Saxifraga, Salsolia, Gentiana, Corydalis, so more than 200, more than 100. Anyway, very rich. So outstanding of the feature of the flora. Our flora will have printed edition and web edition. And web edition contains various kinds of information, such as distribution map, chromosome, chemical composition, and will be updated with time. So that we can say the flora of Pan-Himalaya will be a really encyclopedic flora. And the other feature is we should base the field observation and examination of all specimens in major herbarium, particularly 3 herbarium in UK, K, BM, and E. They have very rich specimen there. Now, working plan. Now, we'll have 50 volume, about 80 books. For example, legume volume will have 5 or 6 books. And the flora to be completed in 10 years or so. We'll try. We'll make our best effort. And that's an international project. We are thinking non-Chinese also, or co-also. Now this first international workshop. The Professor Marbury, yes, intended to go there, and he has bought ticket. But the volcano there, so stopped his journey, unfortunately. And the second international workshop in Kathmandu. So also or co-author, including botanists from at least 12 countries. So, but we still seeking more non-Chinese also or co-author. So another example is 19th International Botanical Congress will be held in Shenzhen. I mentioned Shenzhen, China in 2017. That's the next International Botanical Congress. This is the first time in developing country. As president of Botanical Society of China, I warmly and cordially welcome to China to attend the Congress and to see our beautiful China. Thank you very much.